This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for October 31st, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Just announced, Iron Maiden are bringing the Future Past World Tour to the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts on November 6, 2024. Tickets go on sale this Friday, November 3rd at 10 a.m. There's a DCU Center pre-sale that starts on Thursday, November 2nd at 10 a.m. Use the code 24IRNMDN. The core cast of Friends, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer have broken their silence 2 days after the death of their co-star Matthew Perry in an apparent drowning at his California home. Releasing a statement, quote, "We are so utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We are a family. There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time, we will say more as and when we are able. For now, our thoughts and our love are with Maddie's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." Matthew Perry was found unresponsive in his hot tub by his assistant on Saturday. He was 54. The death is under investigation by the LA County Medical Examiner's Office, but no foul play was suspected and no illicit drugs were found on the scene. The Creed reunion is real. Scott Stapp, Mark Tremonti, Scott Phillips, and Brian Marshall announced their comeback tour yesterday. The band will be playing their first shows in 12 years on the Summer of '99 cruise coming up this spring, and next summer, Creed are set to embark on a full-scale U.S. tour with the support of Three Doors Down, Daughtry, Switchfoot, Tonic, Big Wreck, and Finger 11. The 40-day tour kicks off July 17th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and wraps up in Atlantic City on September 28th. General on-sale tickets go on sale this Friday, November 3rd at 10 a.m. The opening bands are set to rotate and include stops in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater with Tonic and Finger 11, and in Guilford, New Hampshire at the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion with Tonic and Finger 11. They're also set to play the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts with Three Doors Down and Finger 11. Former Motley Crue guitarist Mick Mars has released the lead single from his upcoming solo album titled The Other Side of Mars. The official music video for Loyal to the Lie can be seen on his YouTube. The Other Side of Mars is set for release February 23rd of 2024 and is available for pre-order now. Talking about his first single, Mick Mars said, quote, "I wanted to do something that was just big and mean. I am what I am. Nobody else can do it. And like everyone, I've got a limited number of years, so I'm going to do all I can to do a lot of stuff." Mick Mars enlisted a team of musicians to work on the album, including former Alice Cooper keyboardist Paul Taylor, powerhouse vocalist Jacob Bunton, Korn drummer Ray Luzier, and bassist Chris Collier. Also, Brian Gamboa contributed lead vocals on 2 songs. Bret Michaels says everything is looking great following his recent cancer scare. 4 weeks ago, the Poison frontman revealed that the passing of Jimmy Buffett, who died after a 4-year battle with skin cancer, prompted him to go see a doctor. He added that he received a biopsy for a problematic spot on his stomach and cancer cells were discovered. In a new interview, he said after Jimmy Buffett had passed away and was a friend, "I thought maybe it's a good time to get a check. Most of what I thought was bad ended up being good, but what I thought was good ended up not so good. So we biopsied it, went in immediately, and right now, everything is looking great." John Mellencamp has announced new dates for his 2024 live and in-person tour. A Live Nation ticket pre-sale begins today at 10 a.m. Use the code BACKSTAGE. General on-sale for tickets is Friday, November 3rd at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. The dates include 2 New England stops, including the Hanover Theater in Worcester, Massachusetts on March 11th, and at the Bushnell Center for the Performing Arts in Hartford, Connecticut on March 13th. Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators will make their way to Australia next year for a headlining tour. The Struts and Rose Tattoo have been booked as the openers for the run. Earlier yesterday, Burton Cummings and Randy Bachman, Founding members of the Guess Who filed a false advertising lawsuit in response to a group of hired musicians who have been touring and recording using the band's name in federal court in Los Angeles. In addition, according to the lawsuit, these hired musicians have been using photographs that include Cummings and Bachman to create the false impression that the hired cover band is the original The Guess Who. Mick Jagger and Ronnie Wood were on hand for the legendary El Clasico soccer match in Spain on Saturday. The Rolling Stones officially kicked off their new collaboration with Spotify and FC Barcelona. Jagger, Wood, and the band's keyboardist, Matt Clifford, were in the stands at the stadium for the football club's annual match against Real Madrid. FC Barcelona unveiled a new game day jersey, which replaced the Spotify logo with the Rolling Stones' iconic tongue and lips motif. The new kits were launched to celebrate Hackney Diamonds, the Rolling Stones' first album of original material in 18 years. The new album got released on October 20th. The Stones-inspired kits were available for purchase at the FC Barcelona store, but they've sold out. In a new interview with George Botas of Portugal's Metal Global, Halestorm bassist Josh Smith revealed that the band is working on its next album with acclaimed Grammy-winning producer Dave Cobb, who has previously collaborated with Sammy Hagar / Greta Van Fleet and Rival Sons. Saying, quote, "The music that came out is undeniably Halestorm. There's going to be a lot of fan favorites." That's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 177, featuring guitarist Bumblefoot, is available now.
The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization. Earn great pay, outstanding federal benefits, and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives. Learn more online at cbp.gov/career/USBP.
What does the word mixtape mean to you?
It was an art form, trying to woo them with my fantastic and eclectic taste in music.
If somebody gave you a mixtape, you felt like you really meant something to that person.
Mixtape to me is love.
My Weekly Mixtape is a podcast that takes the classic mixtape approach to building a modern playlist. I'm your host, Brian Colburn. Tune in to hear themed playlist curations.
No one in the history of anyone should ever put Pantera after Derek and the Dominoes, but here we are.
It is going to be the weirdest playlist ever created, and I love it.
One-on-one sit-downs with the artists that made our mixtape special in the first place.
It's Bill Gibson with Huey Lewis in the News.
I'm Art from the band Everclear.
This is Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
This is Frank Turner, and good Lord, you've made the right choice today.
And so much more. My Weekly Mixtape is a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network. Listen now at myweeklymixtape.com or by searching My Weekly Mixtape wherever you listen to podcasts.